All right. I am answering a request to do a simple Christmas card that maybe a child could do. And I hope this fits the bill. When you see how I did this, you'll see how simple it was and how stress-free it was. I mean, hopefully you like the design, but even if that's not the design, maybe just watching how I do this, you'll come up with your own ideas. And as you can see, I tried to do a little bit of calligraphy, and I'm not really that good at it. And I didn't center it right. I thought I did, but I didn't. But anyway, so yes, if you make a homemade, handmade, self-painted Christmas card for somebody, I think you will make their day. I think they will love it. I think they'll hold on to it forever. I do think they'll hold on to it for a long time. So have some fun with this one, and just thank you. Thank you for watching. All right, let me show you how I painted this card right now. Okay, good morning. I have had quite a few people asking me if I could do something a little simpler to make a Christmas card, maybe even something that a child could do. So I'm going to try my best to see if I can pull something off that I think would be considered simple. So let me kind of walk through this and explain what I'm doing. First, I'm painting the sketch. I'm not using a pencil. The reason I'm not using a pencil is because the pencil will show through after you're finished painting it, and it might not be what you want exactly, because that pencil does leave kind of a mark. Now, some people like that because it's kind of artsy, and you can do that. There's no problem with that, but it's probably better to just go ahead and sketch it out in watercolor. Now, you can always erase the watercolor also, just so you know. So now what I want to do here, so this is going to be Santa's nose, that's his hat, and of course he's going to have the white fur on the hat, which is right there. Okay, and make sure I give him a nice big happy mustache, because the upturn of the mustache is kind of what makes it look like he's smiling. And then down here, I'm going to give him a little happy smile. So you can already see the face of Santa Claus a little bit. Maybe it's not real easy to tell, but you kind of get the idea. And what I want to do is put a little bit of red right here for his cheeks. So put a little bit of red in there. Now this is watercolor, and there's some things you can do with watercolor. I'm sort of using it in a very direct way, but I will be using it in a watercolory way too, just to color it in. Now what I like to do, I'm using just regular pan watercolors. You can get there's a variety of different brands if that's what you're wondering about right now. Yes, you can use a bunch of different brands. It doesn't really matter. I know there are going to be comments that say, no, you should get this brand or that brand, and no, you should get professional grade, don't get student grade. There's a lot of opinions about those things. And you know what? I think they're all right. Everybody is right, but it's whatever you want. I think one of the things I run into a lot from people who want to paint is cost. Everybody doesn't have the same amount of money as everybody else. And so it's hard for somebody who's on a real strict budget to really be able to afford everything that's for sale in the art store. Hobby Lobby is the art store that I normally go to, or Michael's, but We have a couple of independent ones too that Robin and I like to go to. If you're new to the channel, thank you for tuning in, for showing up. My name is Poppa. My real name is Larry, just so you know. My mom didn't name me Poppa when I was born. But you know what? I did have a Poppa. My grandfather was called Poppa. And that's why I'm called Poppa, because I'm a grandpa. Okay? So you can already start to see the Santa Claus coming around. Just kind of just have some fun with the watercolor. Let it kind of do its thing, and if you need to darken it a little bit, just dip it into the black, and it'll make it a little bit darker. It's kind of a rule, usually with painting, not to use black, but I think with watercolor, it doesn't really hurt to just dip it in and kind of mix it in with the color and make it a little bit darker. But you want to keep it red too. You want to make sure it's nice and bright red. And in regards to trying to make a pretty Santa Claus, just practice a little bit, because I'm not the best at it either. You should see some of the doozies I've come up with. But yeah, it's fun, and it's very enjoyable to give a card to somebody and say, I made that card myself. And if it's a child, yes. I think a lot of children are so talented, and just give them a brush and some paint and see if they can come up with some ideas on their own. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm thinning out the paint a little bit, and that makes it a little bit lighter, and just kind of darkening it where I think there should be shadows and little folds in the hat, that kind of thing. Yeah, Christmas is coming. Thanksgiving is, believe it or not, 1 week from tomorrow. I don't know when you're watching this, but I'm recording this on November 20th, 2024, and today's a Wednesday. So 1 week from tomorrow is Thanksgiving. And normally that's the day that Christmas kicks off, the Christmas season. But I've already heard Christmas songs and music on the radio for Christmas. All right, now let's get this nose a little bit darker and keep a white area for the reflection in his nose. There we go. There we go. There's our Happy Santa. Put a little bit of darkness in the top of his mouth, make it look have a little depth. And then if it's dry, you can't put wet on wet, because it won't be a good idea. So you want to put his eyes kind of close to his nose. Just put a little upside down U like that. If you really want to be fancy, you can open his eyes just a little bit there, and keep that little spot open for reflection, so that it looks like he's got a reflection in his eye, a little glimmer. Okay, there we go. We got a Santa Claus happening now. Now you notice I didn't do anything yet with the white part of his hat and his beard. But what I want to do first is I want to get a little bit of darker orange and kind of go around the edge of his eyebrow, so I can kind of make an eyebrow here. There's a nice big eyebrow. This no real rule here. Just have fun. And I am going to try to keep this real simple and hopefully quick. I'm not going to promise quick, but I'm going to try to promise simple. Okay, so just get that wet and kind of smear it around a little bit. There we go. There we go. And we can go ahead and put a little bit of color underneath the hat rim, so it looks like a shadow. Okay. There we go. All right, now clean the brush, and I want to go for some blue. I'm going to try this blue here. Now the blue is going to be the shadow on the hat. Just go ahead and add it there. And let the white of the paper is going to be the white of his fur and the white of his beard, okay? So just do that and water it down a little bit, get this side. And if you touch the red that you use for sketching, it'll blend with the blue and it'll make it kind of a purple. And that's okay. That's okay. Just have fun. Just have fun with it. Just enjoy making your Santa Claus. There's all kinds of ways to make Santa Claus, by the way. This is not the only way. Alright, now let's get this mustache, and we're going to use the blue to be the shadow of his mustache and also the bottom part of his lip right there. Okay, and we'll go back up here, go up there. There we go. Now you can see his mustache better. Alright, now what we want to do is get the ball on the side, on the edge of his hat. And we didn't do it before because we didn't want to do it in red. I wanted to do it in blue because it's really a white ball. So we're just going to use the blue to be the shadow. Hopefully this is all looking okay. Hopefully the camera's doing its job and recording this for you. Alright, now just water it down a little bit. There we go. It's a little bit too dark, I think. So you can put the dry brush, just pull the water out of the brush and just go ahead and make it whiter than it was. There you go. Alright, now let's get Santa Claus's beard. And we're just going to have fun with this. So right here would be the darkest area because that's where the shadow is the deepest. Okay, right under his mustache. Okay. And we're going to kind of sketch out the beard here. Just sketch it out. Make it very, very fun, very cartoonish too. Oops, I'm not getting any water on my brush. That's not good. Okay, there we go. Just kind of do little things like this. Kind of make his beard go down here. Right now I got a beard going. It's almost like this beard. I gotta trim my beard. I got a Santa beard going on. Let's put a little light blue under his mustache just to accentuate it a little bit. Up to there. That's good. Alright, now let's get some of this. Just get this watercolor. Go ahead and have fun. Pull it down. Yeah, all these little marks here. Don't worry. You're not trying to do a portrait. You're not trying to do, like, the next museum piece. You're just making a Christmas card. And that's what's fun about this. You're just decorating a Christmas card. Yeah. Think of it as decorating. I've seen ladies, and I'm sure there are men who do this too, but I've seen people who were skilled at baking, and it's amazing how they can do this same kind of thing with cakes. They take frosting and they make art out of it. It's just incredible. Robin's mother's birthday was, well, her birthday's every year, of course, but 2 years ago she turned 90. And on her 90th birthday, Robin had this cake made. It was just unbelievable. The lady who made it was just so talented. All right, so there, look, there's our Santa Claus. There's our Santa Claus. So we're going to keep going now because we want to decorate the rest of the card. So let's go ahead and get that red, whichever red you want. Let's just make some Christmas ornaments. So I'm going to do a round ornament right there. Try to make it round. Let's just get it red. Just do the same thing with this as we did with his nose. Just kind of get it almost like you're painting an apple. You know, it's kind of the same idea. Just go ahead and get the water to spread the paint. There we go. We can pull some of it up and lighten it a little bit. There's one ornament. Let's do it again. Let's put one up here. Just another ornament. Do it again. Keep that white spot for the reflection. It's a shiny, nice shiny ornament. And just do it a few times. Let's decorate with ornaments. Red, Christmas balls, Christmas tree ornaments. Just have fun with this. Go ahead and get the brush wet and spread that water out. There you go. You can even have fun with that reflection. It doesn't have to be perfectly round. Okay. A few more. Let's do a few more. There we go. Just a few tiny ones, I guess. Just a few little red ones. I don't know if you've been watching me for very long, but if you've watched me for a long time, you know that one of my things I say a lot is just have fun. Just have fun. One of Bob Ross's things was just happy accidents. So, you know, are any of the things I've done today happy accidents? Absolutely. I didn't paint them exactly as I had in mind. No. A lot of this is a happy accident. You know, the watercolor is just doing its thing. All right, now let's put a little bit of green on here, and we'll see if we can make it look like holly. So I'm just gonna take some green. I'll go ahead and make, you know, green to make holly. You just take green and you almost do like an exaggerated Christmas tree. You know, it's like that. It's like that. Maybe that's why they use holly in Christmas decorations, because it looks like a Christmas tree. So now we just take that green and spread it around, let it kind of do its thing. We can always add. It's a very subdued green because of that red that was already in the brush. That's all right, that'll go away. I'll do another one. Do another one down here. It's almost like a Christmas tree. There we go. Yep, just color it in. Just let the green watercolor color it in. And we'll come back to put lines on it after it dries. Okay? So just keep adding. There we go. Just keep doing these little shapes. And you can add different shades of green too. You can add yellow and have some fun with these ideas. Let's make a big one here. This is a bigger one. We're just having fun painting a Christmas card. What do you think, huh? Just having fun. There we go. Yep, they look like little Christmas trees. All these pieces, all these leaves that look like holly. It's coming out all right, right? Let's go ahead and add some yellow to this green. Just add a little bit of yellow. So when I say add a color to what's already there, I mean take the brush and put it in one color and then go back to a different color in the tray. Like if I have a green, can you see it in my picture here? So you have the green, for example. Can you see that? The green. And then go over to the yellow. You just kind of touch both. And then come back to the paper and go ahead and add it in there. All right, we gotta get it wet. There we go. Just a few more. Okay. Lots of these leaves, all kind of forming a wreath around Santa Claus's face. Because what you're doing is you're making a pretty picture for somebody. Somebody's going to get this card and you're going to be able to say, I painted that myself. I think it'll be very fun. And here's the thing too, it doesn't have to be on a card, you know? It could be on a bag. You might decorate your own Christmas bags. You know? Just some ideas. Okay. So I added a little bit of blue to that one. Make it a little bit blue. Blue and green work nice together. There we go. Just keep adding some. Just keep adding them in there. And when you get close to Santa, it's okay to add some dark colors because that'll make the white in his beard look a little bit whiter. That's why I'm using the blue when I get up close to him. Just a little bit of that. Kind of redoing that one right there to kind of demonstrate that idea. There we go. There we go. Keep it green and blue. Yeah, Christmas is a special kind of a time of year. There's so many emotions associated with Christmas too. So I hope you have good feelings about it. I hope you are. Oh, now we're going to do some pine branches. Just puts it. Pine branches are pretty easy, you know. You just take a line, and then you make all these little lines next to it, and then you'll have a pine branch. See how easy that is? I'll do a few of those. Some of the commercials on TV for Christmas are so pretty. There's one that I see for a grocery store, and it's just so touching. Everybody's actually it's a Thanksgiving ad, not a Christmas ad, But it's really pretty. It's really touching. Do you remember the ones with the Budweiser horses? They were always beautiful too. I think we've all seen those horses in person. I don't know that they're the same horses, but they are really beautiful animals. I'm going to try to add a few lines inside some of these leaves that we painted now that they're dry. Just put a few leaves, a few lines. You see? See how that's working out nicely. And just keep doing it till you feel like you've done enough. And then once you feel like you've done enough, you can stop. And you can say you're done. Which is probably what I'm getting close to right now. I think I'm getting close to being done. I just want to do a little bit more. There we go. Just put these little lines on there, make it look like pine needles. And you know what? It probably wouldn't hurt to add a few more red balls. See how? Whoops. There's our first leaf that we did. There we go. It probably wouldn't hurt to add a few more red, like berries. Maybe keep that little area of white. It's kind of fun to make little tiny ones too. Or maybe there's some red branches too. I don't know. I think some of these berries have red branches on them. I think some of them are connected. Oh, let's do a red pine needle. I know that's not right. I just want to see what that would look like. A red pine needle. Alright, well, what do you think? Do you like our Santa Claus? Now, try your hand at calligraphy. How good are you at calligraphy? You know what you do? You write Merry Christmas. So let's talk about doing this. MERRY space CHRI, that's 10, STMAS, that's 15. So the middle number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the middle one. Okay? So that's MERRY space CH. So H is the middle letter. Why is that important? Because you want to center it. So go ahead and make an H right there in the middle. A nice H. Okay? And then, what's before the H? Well, it's a nice big C. So let's go ahead and make a nice big C. There we go. And then a nice R right next to the H. And you can do it anyway. I mean, you got to do it your own way. I can make that little C a little bit bigger. Yeah, C-H-R. And then the I has come up like this. Put a big dot on the I. Okay, and then a nice big S. think I like this. This C is bothering me. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a. Oh, jeez. Okay. Hey, I might not be the best when it comes to calligraphy. S, and then a nice T. Cross that T. And we'll put an M on there. 1, 2, 3. And a nice A. I don't know, do you still do cursive in school? And then finally an S with a little flare. Now we got to put the Merry. And of course, we got to work backwards because we're going to fit it in here. So first we do the Y. Okay. And then we're going to do 2 R's. So there's one, and there's the other. R. I hope that looks right. I'm having fun here. And then the E. E's a fun one to do. Here we go. And then finally the M. I don't know that I did such a great job centering it, but I tried. And you want to know something? That's okay. Yeah, Merry Christmas. And maybe I could put a little star here on the end just to make it look more centered, I guess. I don't know. Merry Christmas. And then put the year. Why not? 20. 24. So there we have our Christmas card. Now, if you fold it, and I didn't do a great job, but maybe you could do a better job. But that was fun, right? Merry Christmas 2024. Hopefully that was fun for you. I had so many people asking me to do something a little simpler, and I will tell you that I'm not completely happy with it because look at this. I didn't really center it well, but I'm okay with Santa, and I'm okay with the green stuff around him. And you know what? You can do better. You can do better. This was just me having fun showing you. All right, thank you for the request to do a simple Christmas card, and I'll talk to you later.